in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. Remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From midfield now, Haskins. It's caught by OBJ. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a give, right side. Hines. They find some open field here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Let's go, 4 down. Check, 93.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run with Hines. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 3 On 1st down, it's Hines, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Lucky.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This is Hines. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
280. Quit talking about it. 36 power.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward after 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, 59. 59 is Mike, 59 is Mike. Check, 59.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go play action with Haskins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. He finds his target, Beckham. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They go play action now. Wilson trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give running right is Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Play action. Haskins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Lockett. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half.
Here we go.
So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They run again with Hines. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Here's Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Rashad Penny, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's checking. Crash. Safe.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jake Ryan drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First down and goal to go.
They'll come out in the pistol. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett taking it in as his guys are back within a single score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Max 50, Max 50.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 50, Mike, 50. Cross the pass. Cross the pass. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, let's get that one.
Now Haskins on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On play action, Haskins looking for Campbell downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys.
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
14. Right here. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
We called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They will run with Grant. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Haskins will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. Whoosh. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54.
Get him, boy.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's back to throw. Completes it to Corey Grant. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense once trailed by 2 touchdowns. Now they've got a chance to take the lead. 1st and goal. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take